Before we end tonight, something very important happened today. My father mentioned it before Marav, and it's very related. I was thinking about this, and it's our Gemara tonight. What should our reaction have been when we heard, and it was very emotional to hear that Zachary Baumel, who's been missing my whole life, that he was missing in action from a battle in Lebanon in 1982. What should we feel today? So on one hand, we're happy that he's back. On some level, he was a captive. Even his body, he was dead. His body was a captive, and now we have to thank Matir Asurim. We have to thank Hashem who redeems the captives that he was freed. But on the other hand, before today, we never knew he died. So on the other hand, today we hear that he died. We have to say Baruch Dayana Emes. So some people are saying about how conflicting the emotions are today. I wouldn't say that there's happiness. I don't feel happy. I feel that something good happened.
Some kind of closure.
There's closure. It's something that's good and it's a positive thing. I wouldn't say it's happy. To me, it's not happy. And it is a little sad because we didn't know for sure that he was dead. He probably was. But now we have confirmation that he's dead. So,
what's his name again?
Zachary Baumel. So
now we thought it, but now we just know that he's dead.
Right. We didn't have any firm evidence before. Now they actually have his body. We know he's dead. Or sometimes, let's put it this way, sometimes in a war, the enemy will report that someone's dead. And whether the Geneva Conventions or not, there might be certain for certain halachic aspects that might be enough evidence to know that he's dead. But we didn't even have that. We didn't have that. The shilohs like this actually came up. Actually, I don't know how much they came up, but
from a good perspective,
from the Holocaust, people I saw on Twitter about a month ago. They had a form, the pre-printed form that basically was saying, we looked into it and we're saying that this woman is allowed to remarry, and the Dayanim were going to sign, but they had to know this people saw them at Auschwitz. Did we know? Yeah. Does that mean enough that they got sent to the left and they got sent straight to the crematorium, or are they still alive? It's terrible shilas that they had to deal with, and people were saying this is how important it was. They had to print something. This is what they printed, but that's how important it was. They wanted in order to let people move on with their lives when they were able to, but. So today, on some level, we have to say Dayana Emes, but on some level, and that's what Eli was looking up, is on some level we also have to say Hatov HaMeitiv, because we learned 2 weeks ago, or whenever it was, that Hatov HaMeitiv, that when after the Beitar, the people who were killed by the Romans, their bodies were sitting in the field for 7 years, and...
It's not even 7, it's 37.
Yeah, but first of all, they were sitting and they didn't decompose, right. So they were able to identify who they were, and then they were actually able to get kafura. So today, with the DNA, we're able to identify him, and tomorrow he's going to be buried on Har Herzl. So it's the same thing, and that's what Eli was looking up, and it's a Gemara we learned last week or 2 weeks ago. So it's a very emotional day that we say Dayana Emes, but we also say Hatov HaMeitiv today. So
from political perspective, I think it's
let's not talk about it.
Good news for Netanyahu.
That might be, but so we have to say Dayana Emes. We have to say Hatov HaMeitiv, and I think we should say Achenu Kol Beis Yisrael Hanusunu Batzor V'Shivya Ha'omdim Bein Bayam U'Bein Bayabasha Ha'malkom Yirachem Alem V'Yotzem Yitzar L'Racha Mafilo L'Ro Mishibi Gula Hashtaba Glab Yisrael Karib. That our brothers, all Beis Yisrael, who are in trouble or in captivity, whether they're on the dry land or in the middle of the sea, Hashem, Hamakom, Yirachem Alem, He should have mercy on them, and He should take them out from their trouble and from their captivity, and from their darkness to light, and from their subservience to redemption. Hashtag May this be speedily the will of Hashem.
Amen.